I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. And then there's rape. What's up guys and girls, welcome to Yoast Movie Reviews. I am your host for this show and today we are going to talk about Stanley Kubrick's movie Clockwork Orange. So Stanley Kubrick, he's one of the most famous movie directors of the last century. You might know him from movies like The Shining or 2001's A Space Odyssey. Stanley Kubrick has directed pretty much a movie in every genre that you can think of and he's done an excellent job at it. This movie is about a guy named Alex who is not behaving very well and has been put to jail. In jail he volunteers for a program that alters his behavior, and when he gets released into the public, not everything goes according to plan. The main character of our story is Alex and he's portrayed by Malcolm McDowell, who does an excellent job at acting in this movie. Phenomenal actor. You might know him from nowadays movies like The Artist, highly praised movie, and even voice acting in movies and series like Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb.
I can see them, they're right over there.
You're right, Ferb, and Luke's with them. And so... Oh, you got me.
That's awesome, wasn't it? I love those guys. Alex in The Clockwork Orange might be his best portrayal in a movie yet. Alex is a very charismatic character. He's highly intelligent. However, you do not notice it in the first part of the movie because he's being very violent, savage, and he treats people in a bad manner. He is a bad person. The character of Alex in this movie really is a contradiction to itself because this movie's theme pretty much puts savage against the intelligent and the society against the wild behavior of people. And it looks at the differences between that. He is both of those things in one person, and he goes through all of these phases in this movie where you really see him struggle with what phase he should use, what aspect of his character that comes to life at what point. It's very interesting to see how Malcolm McDowell portrayed it. What Stanley Kubrick does excellent in this movie, he is a chess player and he plans out every single detail in the movie and it all falls back into place. So what he really does well in this movie is divide this movie into several parts. The first part of this movie is about Alex's savage side. You really see him being savage, being mean to people. He burgles, he rapes, he is violent, he drinks, he does drugs, and he's just treating people in a bad way. You know that he's a bad person, but it all happens in a very fun way, and there's this happy music playing on the background. It just makes it weird to look at, but quite enjoyable. It's a bit cruel how they put it in this movie. When we see Alex at his most violent in this movie, he is still singing happy songs. The one I sang in the beginning of this video, he obviously does it much better than I do because I'm this crappy video and he's a movie star. But it's a violent scene, it's a cruel scene. It's one of the most terrible deeds that a man can do, and he's just singing and there's happy music, so it's very contradictional to watch it. So what you might not know is that Stanley Kubrick pays a lot of attention into detail. There's one scene in the beginning of this movie, Alex attempts to rape a woman. But there's a bit of a struggle going on. The woman tries to fend him off with a statue. The statue that she's holding represents wisdom and intelligence, civilization, Ludwig van Beethoven. So Alex, he picks up a very different item to fight with, basically. It's not really a fight, but he picks up a statue of a massive penis.
Wretched, slummy bedbug! I'll teach you to break into real people's houses! You fucking little bastard!
Yeah, a massive penis is his weapon of choice. It's the savage side, natural, and is just being very pure and physical, and so the opposite is basically like the mind versus the body. Stanley has a lot of these examples in his movie of putting themes opposite of each other, and you might watch the scene and not even notice it. It's still a good scene, but even when you notice these details, there's a lot more depth into this movie, and that's just amazing. But in the second part of the movie, the fun of the movie kind of fades away, and you should feel that. Alex gets incarcerated. He goes to jail for murdering a woman. Yeah, I just spoiled that shit. So, he goes to jail, and the movie takes a different turn now. It gets a different tone, and Alex is suffering. You really feel that he is suffering. He undergoes a treatment to alter his behavior, and they put him through some weird situations in this part of the movie. You feel his suffering, and he's been put in a chair with eye drops, and he's just looking like, ah! As you can see, that doesn't look very comfortable. So this second part of the movie is less fun to look at. It's just suffering, and the part goes a bit slower. The fun of the movie turns away, but so does Alex's fun. In the beginning of the movie, Alex has fun, and it fades away, just like for the viewer, but it's still very important, because after the second part of the movie, we get the third part, and that is where Alex has been let free back into the world, and he just meets people that he tortures in the beginning of this movie. What he then experiences is payback, kind of. He gets rejected by pretty much everything he now needs for help, and those are the people that he bullied, treated in a bad way, and it's like karma. And Kubrick planned all of this so perfectly in the first part of the movie, and it all comes back in the end. It kicks Alex in the ass, and Kubrick just makes 3 different parts of a movie, and it becomes one masterpiece. All in all, in my opinion, A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick is one of the best movies of the last century. His directing is phenomenal, the camera angles he uses are great, the themes throughout the movie really shine, and the acting by Malcolm McDowell really makes this movie a whole. Have you seen A Clockwork Orange? If you haven't, you definitely should. Did you like the movie? Did you like my review? Do you agree with my review? Please let me know in the comments down below. Like my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Do you do the face at the end, like, or something?
Yeah, I could do that.
Go.
Oh, I have to burp. You might not laugh. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later at Move. Guess I'm done.
That was good.
You didn't do that.
I did. I didn't make the sound, but I did do that.